Hi there, my name is Kristin Marie Johnson, and I'm so happy to be coming to you through First Service Residential's Lifestyle at Home. Today, I'll be teaching you a Pilates class. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and start with the legs comfortably crossed, hands in front of the knees, and we're going to start connecting to our breath and a little bit of movement through our spine. Inhale as you lift your chest. Exhale through your mouth as you hollow out the belly and round behind your tailbone. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl behind your tail. Inhale, lift. Breathing into the back of your body, especially as you exhale and you're stretching the back. Sit tall, crisscross the legs. Inhale, lift the chest once more. Exhale, round your spine, curl behind your tail. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Once more, lift. Exhale, curl. Sit nice and tall. Let's leave the legs just like they are. Left hand to the side of the mat. You're going to reach the right arm up, and let's give a big lean over to the left. Come down onto your elbow if that feels okay, but you're still trying to keep your right sits bone heavy into the mat so your pelvis is level into the mat. Get a little taller as you pass through center, and then up and over to your right. Trying to keep your left sits bone anchored. Make sure you're not twisting here. And come back through center. Let's crisscross our legs the other way and do that again. Left arm out to the side. Big lateral stretch up and over. This time, pass through center, round through your spine, and bring yourself up. Let's go over to the right. Big stretch through the left side of the body here. And then round through your spine, come through center, and sit tall. All right, hopefully we got a little bit mobility in the back there, a little breath into the back body. We want to use that. Sit nice and tall, squeeze the inner thighs together. Leave the hands behind your hamstrings just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, curl behind the tail. It's as if your pelvis is going to be flat on the mat. Maybe even the low back touches. Maybe your arms come to a straight position. Inhale. Exhale, deepen your belly back as you dive your head forward and sit tall. Really thinking about the pictures that the spine is making. So we make a deep C curve, make a C shape with the spine, still squeezing the inner thighs, and then dive the head forward as if it's going to go between your knees and sit tall. Reach the legs long, heels together, toes apart. This turned out position in Pilates is to encourage a little bit more work and muscular connection to the glutes and the inner thighs. So just keep that in mind. Keep that squeeze, reach the arms forward. Now start to articulate your spine down, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra, all the way to the floor. Still squeezing the heels, float the arms by the ears. Inhale. Exhale, imagine you're getting longer through the back of your body as you peel up, scooping that belly up, big stretch forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Rounding down. So we're working from a place of control. If you need an assist here, use your hands behind your hamstrings. And then curl yourself back up. Deepen that waist back as you dive the head forward. Big stretch. One more time. So these movements are designed to be slow, controlled, and precise, and to also have a nice flow to them. Curl up halfway and hold. Palms face down. Let's float the arms up for 5 and down. 4. Pull the waist back. 3 and 2. Hold the arms up on 1 and then melt your spine down with control. All right, go ahead and bring the knees in. I'm going to adjust a little bit for the camera. All right, so from here, we're going to go into the hundreds. If this is new for you, there's a lot of different variations for the legs. I'll take you through several. So let's start with the feet down, curl up the head, neck, and shoulders. You're up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Reach your fingertips far away so that you can feel a connection to your serratus muscles in your lats. So you should feel a little bit of work in the back body. Pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're vigorously pumping the arms, challenging your stability. You don't want to bounce around like a floppy fish. You want to stay in control. Use your stabilizing muscles. Now legs into tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs. You're curled up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Keep going. Should your neck try to take over, leave your head down and focus on imprinting your spine into the mat. Okay, if you'd like, extend the legs. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more sets. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hug the knees in and rest. Whew, that builds some heat, right? Go ahead and rock side to side for a moment. Release any tension you might be holding on to. And let's keep the right knee in. Reach your left leg long. Now that leg that's long, go ahead and flex your foot. And keep your tailbone heavy. Hold behind your right hamstring. Unfold your right leg for 3. Unfold for 2. Unfold for 1. Now if you're tight in your hamstrings, bend your knee. That's totally fine. Otherwise, leg is long. I'm using my abdominals now to hold that leg in place. Keep the chest open. Shoulders are down on the back. We're going to make a circle with this right leg. Let's cross in, out, up, hold. As we do this, your pelvis should be completely level, and I'm thinking of my back ribs staying down into the mat. All right, so it's from a place of stability first and foremost. Let's reverse it. You go out, squeeze across, hold. This is 4, cross, hold. 3, imagine you're getting longer through your spine. 2, up, one more time. Good, holding here, climb up to your calf or your hamstring, and then bring your head back down. So you get into a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. If you need to hold higher on the leg, that's fine. Breathing here, feeling that length. Now cross the midline of your body. It's not a big travel. You're trying to keep your right hip down as you pull your right foot towards your left shoulder. So the hip shouldn't come off, right? That's a different stretch. That's getting a little bit more into the back. This is getting the IT band. Come back through center. Just give it some love and then send the leg back down. Hug your left leg in. Flex your right foot just like you're standing on the floor. Hold behind your left hamstring. Let's unfold for 3. Unfold for 2. Hold here on 1. Now my abdominals, hold that leg right where it is. Hands by your side. Let's cross in, out, hold. The circle can be as big as you want, but not at the expense of your pelvis rocking side to side. Keep the spine stable. Keep the pelvis flat. Last one, and we hold at the top, reverse. Go out, squeeze across, hold, out, cross, hold. Can you pull your waist down towards the mat a little further? Make those ribs nice and heavy. One more time. And hold. Climb up to your calf. And then just bring that leg back down with you. Breathe here. So I'm trying not to tuck my tail. I'm trying to keep my tailbone down on the mat as much as possible. Cross your midline. So my pelvis hasn't moved, just the leg. And now I'm going to pull that left leg towards my right shoulder. It's a tough stretch. We're all tight in our IT bands. It just kind of happens through our daily activities. So that's why we want to give them a little extra tension. Breathe into the stretch. And then come back through center. Hug the knee in. Go ahead and bring the right leg to join. Now hands are going to stay by your side. Remember, we want to feel the backs of the shoulder blades down on the mat so that we're not rolling in and forward. We're trying to work our posture even as we're laying on the mat. Legs in tabletop, flex the feet. Now make sure that you can feel your spine pressing into the mat. That's super important to really find the work in this exercise. Your right heel is going to dip down. You're going to bring it back up. Then we go left, down, and up. These are called heel dips. So as you're doing these, notice if your spine starts to pop off the mat. If it does, don't go as low with the leg. Just keep that range of motion a little smaller. Inhale down, exhale up. The work is hinging from the hip. You're using your low abdominals to stabilize and to bring that leg back up. Now point through the toes, squeeze the knees, lower both down, and up. Start to check in with other parts of your body. Do you notice the shoulders are starting to creep forward? Try to keep them open. Nice and broad across the collarbones, and keep the inner thighs active. So the inner thighs are part of the powerhouse strength. The powerhouse that we work from in Pilates is everything from your lats to all the layers of your abdominals, to your glutes, to your inner thighs. Also known as your core. One more time. Hug the knees all the way in, give them a squeeze. We're gonna go into rolling like a ball. This is a fun one, and it looks like what it sounds like. We are going to roll like a ball. So toes are together, knees are apart. Hold your shins to start. Toes stay together, take an inhale. Exhale up. So I'm just gonna meet you here. Your toes are just a couple inches off the mat. Now to make it a little bit more challenging, bring your hands just right on your ankles and make sure that your heels stay close to your seat. Elbows lifted. Look towards your belly button. We're gonna inhale back. Exhale up. So you're really round through the spine. Inhale back. Exhale up. Keep going. Roly-poly around the spine. Otherwise you'll knock the wind out of yourself. So you really have to scoop the belly up and back. And just breathe. That breath will activate your transverse abdominals, and that's what we're working here. Now open leg rocker. Sit as tall as you can. You're behind your tailbone. Elbows are lifted. Inhale back. Exhale up. So this time, the biggest difference, besides the legs being open, is that my eyes are forward. So I can get a little bit more of a lift at the top, but I still have a deep scoop in the low abdominals. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Now just 3 times. Give it a try with me. Straight legs. If that's too much, go back to what we just did in that open tabletop. Inhale back. Exhale up. Press the shoulder blades down and wide on your back. 2 more. Last one. Hold, hold, hold. Legs together. Legs apart. Legs together. Legs apart. One more time. Legs together. Hold them there or on tabletop. Palms are flipping up. We're going to circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the right knee in, lower back to the tips of your shoulder blades. Let's go right into single leg stretch. Pull, 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 pull. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Elbows are lifted so that you stay wide across the collarbones. Tailbone's heavy. And again, you're trying to stay curled up. Tips of shoulder blades don't get into your neck. If your neck is determined to take over, rest the head down, imprint the spine. All right? Now pull both knees in. Let's all rest the head. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl up, look towards your belly. Reach the arms by the ears and legs away. Exhale in. This is double leg reach. Inhale. Exhale. You might also hear it called double leg stretch. That's also correct. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your waist down as the arms and legs get long. Exhale. Rest it down. If you leave your head down on this next one, which is fine, slide your hands just a little bit under your booty cheeks and then reach the legs up. Now, if you are laying on your hands, make sure your tailbone stays heavy into your hands. Everybody, pull your waist down. The other option is curled up here, okay? So you're gonna inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. So if you're here, it just looks like this. Keep going. What I want everybody to feel is your spine staying in contact with the mat. You can have a little bit of a natural arch to your low back, but be very conservative with that. You really want to feel the ribs into the mat so this doesn't go into your back. Let's do one more for good measure. Inhale down, squeeze those heels. Exhale up, hug the knees in. So much of Pilates is about the alignment. If you're not connecting fully to the exercise, you might not get the maximum benefit and work out of it. So I definitely try to stress the alignment just to make sure all parts and pieces are talking to each other. All right, let's continue on. Right leg long, left leg long. Climb up to your calf. Tailbone is dropped down. Stay in your abs, out of your hip flexors. Pull, 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 pull. So your abdominals here are doing the work. I could do this without holding on, right? But I'm using my hands to just give a little bit of a deeper stretch. Yeah, pull, 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 keep going, pull, pull, elbows wide, hug it in and rest. So many moving parts and pieces to think about, I know. All right, into crisscross. Right leg's in tabletop. Nice 90-degree angle. Left leg 45, elbows wide, curl up. You're gonna twist to your right, twist to your left. Exhale as you twist. Now, what I'm trying to think of is getting both shoulder blades up off the mat. That's where that challenge really comes in. If you're just rolling side to side, you're just not getting the same work that you could get if you take that extra factor of getting both shoulder blades off the mat, rest and hold. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time, huh? All right, so reach the legs long, flex the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together, big toes are kissing together. Float your arms by your ears. Now, as the arms are by your ears, did your rib cage pop off the mat? If so, seal the rib cage down towards the mat. Maybe that means the arms come up a little bit. Totally fine. Take an inhale. Exhale. Think longer through the back of your body as you roll yourself up with control, taking a big stretch. And sit tall. Let's just stay seated for a moment. I'm going to face you. So this is a variation of soft stretch. We're just getting into a little rotation. Let's start with the elbows wide. Sit as tall as you can. Make sure that you're long through the back of the neck. You're gonna twist to your right. Legs have not moved. Left elbow towards the inside of the right knee. Bring yourself back up. Pass through center. Twist to the left. Think of kind of coiling into yourself. Sit tall through center. Feel the shoulder blades down and wide on your back. Again, we twist and tap. Up through center. Let's go to saw. Arms out to the side. You twist. I take out a window. You twist. Pinky finger towards pinky toe. Now pull your waist back as you look towards the backhand. Sit tall. Come through center. Let's add the breath. Inhale. Twist to the left. Exhale. Reach. Inhale. Keep going. So this is less about the hamstring stretch and more about the stretch to your back, to your spine. Maybe even you find it through your neck. So you pull your waist back as you reach the arms in opposition. Come through center. Hands behind your head. Bring your elbows down between your knees. Hold here for a second. Now, open those wings like arms like butterfly wings is what I was trying to say. Reach long through your spine. Keep your shoulders down your back and sit tall. Okay, lovely. All right, let's go into a single leg teaser. You're gonna sit as tall as you can. Reach your right leg long. If the hamstrings are tight, bend the knee. All good. Arms forward. Now melt down, bone by bone. Broad across the collarbones, all the way down to the floor. Float your arms by your ears, keeping the ribs anchored into the mat. Now peel yourself back up. I'll give you some tips here as we do this 2 more times. The more you squeeze your inner thighs together, the stronger and more in control you're gonna feel. You also wanna reach your fingertips forward like crazy, but at the same time, pull your waist back just as much. And then what happened to the inner thighs? Are you still squeezing? You should be. One more time. Fingers forward. As you press the shoulders down, pull your waist back, squeeze the inner thighs. Let's stay at the top, switch legs. Inhale, exhale, melt. This is slow and controlled, precise movement. Peel yourself up. Melt it down. Float the arms. Don't forget about all those little checkpoints. Press the shoulders down, pull the waist back, squeeze the inner thighs. Let's do one more. And I'm gonna have you stay at the bottom, hug the knees in. We're gonna go into full teaser. So that was single leg teaser, now we go into full teaser. You can keep your feet down. That's a good kind of starter position. Or if you have any low back instability. Or legs can be in tabletop. Or legs can be at 45 degrees. Let's do 4 and I'll show each one, okay? So feet down, arms by the ears, everybody. Keep the ribs heavy. You should already feel work here. I'm already feeling work in my core. Inhale. Exhale, peel yourself up. Sit tall. Think about that spine. Think about the openness across the chest and melt down. Maybe you progress legs in tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs as you peel yourself up. As I lift, I'm pressing my shoulder blades down the back, connecting them to my back body. Maybe the legs go up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring them to 45 as you lift. Now if the legs are already there at 45 degrees, leave them there. Melt down away from your legs. Roll yourself back up. Sit tall. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, stretch on 1, big stretch up and over. Take a breath here as you're in this stretch and breathe into your back body. Slowly roll yourself up. And we're gonna come onto the hands and knees. Let's get this a little bit more into some stability work. Excuse me while I adjust my mat. All right. So finding this quadruped position, you're gonna bring right hand behind your head, left leg long. So my shoulders and hips are square. First things first, elbows wide, take an inhale. Exhale, fold in half, elbow to knee. Now spiral open. And again, scoop the belly up, spiral open. So on that twist, you're not forcing anything. You're thinking of getting longer as you twist. Let's do 2 more. Pull the waist up. Get long, long, long. Pull the waist up. Inhale as you twist. And come back to quadruped. Right leg long, left hand behind the head. Elbow is wide, take an inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, get longer as you twist. Pull your waist up. Longer as you twist. Exhale. Inhale, imagine you're creating more space between each vertebra and maybe getting a millimeter more movement with each rotation, each repetition. Again. And rotate. And come back down. Take a child's pose for me, toes together, knees apart. Reach the arms forward. Let your head just be heavy on the mat. Let go of any tension in your neck, any tension in your back. And find that posterior lateral breath. So inhale, you should feel your ribs and your back body expand nice and wide. Exhale, you should feel the rib cage soften. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Fill your lungs. Exhale through your mouth. And start to curl yourself back up. Stacking one vertebra on top of the next, and head is the last thing to come up. All right, let's do a short and sweet sideline series. Get a little more booty work in. So go ahead and lay on your left side. I'm gonna have you scoot your knees forward, tail is back. So imagine if you were sitting at a perfect 90-degree angle in a chair and somebody just pushed that chair over on its side. You'd be right here. In a 90-degree angle, think of slightly sticking your tailbone back. All right, hands can be here or here. You're gonna start with clams. So let's open and close. Open and close. For 6. Rotate 5. Hips are stacked, shoulders stacked. 4. For 3. And 2. And 1. Now, knee and ankle lift and close. Lift and close. So what I want to think about is keeping my hips totally stacked. I also want to keep a little bit of a lift to the underneath side of my waist. So the left side of my waist, I could slide my hand underneath the waist. That means you're keeping a lift in your obliques. That's what we want, to stay active through the whole body. No collapsing on that top side. Now you're gonna lift and hold. Make circles. 10, 9, this starts from the hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nice and slow and controlled. For 2, make sure that pelvis isn't going anywhere. Let's reverse it. Circle, circle. For 8, long on both sides. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, circle 2, hold up on 1, extend your leg, reach it out and in, out and in. I'm almost thinking of sticking my tailbone back so I stay in a neutral spine. 4 more for 4, and 3, and 2, one more time. Hold, flex the foot, turn it in slightly, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, abs in, ribs in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, just short and sweet like I promised. Same thing other side. Find that alignment. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. You're in a 90-degree angle with the legs. Let's just start with a little clam. Because of the position with the legs here, it's not going to be a huge travel, but I want you to keep the pelvis nice and quiet, nice and stacked, and just rotate from the hip. And make sure you're thinking happy thoughts and breathing, because this work gets in there. All right, now lift up and down. Go ahead and point the feet. So you lift as high as you can without this top hip opening. You're gonna get to a certain point where the hip just kind of happens to open, it has to. So we don't wanna go there. And you wanna stay long, no collapsing on the top side of the body. Keep it long. Abdominals in, the whole body is still working and active. You want to keep the knee and the ankle on the same plane. Now we're going to hold, draw circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, you should be feeling it right here, 6, 5, 4, 3, nice and smooth, even though we're shaking. Reverse it, 10, 9, 8, for 6, whoo, fire, 4, 3, 2, second side's always harder because you're already working on the first side. You're gonna extend and bend. So the bottom leg and hip are stabilizing even when we're focusing on that top leg. Extend, extend, keep going, booty back. And you're gonna hold, flex the foot, pulse up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, sit yourself up. Whew. All right, let's take a hip stretch. Right leg over the left leg. Ooh, if that's just a little too gritty, you can open it up, or you can lay on your back and take a figure 4. I'll just show you what that would look like quickly. All right, so you'd be here. That might look familiar to you. Either one is fine. The seated position is a little bit more intense. Slowly walk the hands forward and then round over the rest of the way and breathe. Now you're gonna elongate through your spine, engage your abdominals, bring yourself back up, and let's switch sides. Left over right. Or if you're taking that figure 4, just go ahead and stand your back, cross the other leg. Flex your feet no matter where you are. Walk the hands forward. And then you can just round over. Breathe into your hips, let everything go. Abdominals in, reach out through your fingertips, long spine, all the way up. Good, all right. Let's find a plank, please. Let's come onto the forearms. Now walk the legs back. Just hold your plank. Just holding here. Press your forearms into the mat. Fill that space between your shoulder blades. Now we're gonna tap the right knee, then the left. We tap right, left, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Both knees dip down, up. Think of curling your tailbone under for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, last 4. Keep breathing. Last 2, and 1. Find your plank, lower yourself down. Let me scoot back a little bit so hopefully I can stay on camera. So let's work our upper back a little bit more. Let's start with the stretch. Arms are in like a cactus position or a goal post. You're gonna press into the floor. Now your legs can be apart, but only a couple of inches. So the shoulder blades are down on the back, chest is open. From here, look to your right, chin parallel with the floor, and then circle the head down to the left, chin is parallel with the floor, circle down around to the right, back through center, melt yourself down. Bring your hands back towards your hips an inch and in an inch. Lift back up, abdominals in, shoulders down, chest is open, look to your left. Circle the head down around to the right, down around to the left, through center, lower yourself down. Now bring the legs all the way together, arms out in front of you, lift the right arm, left leg, and swim. Swim, swim, swim. Shoulders are level, hips are level. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Press back. Take a quick child's pose, holding the ankles this time round. You're like a little turtle that's gone back in its shell. I don't see your head, just your rounded spine. Roll yourself up. Let's finish with some push-ups and a stretch, yeah? So 8 push-ups, elbows are hugging along the rib cage. You can be on your knees or you can be in a full plank position. Don't worry about how low you go. Just make sure you take your hips with you. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Keep the back of your neck long. Here we go. For 8, 7, keep breathing. 5, press that floor away. 4, 3, belly in. For 2, 1. Good, you guys. Big step forward with the right foot. Make sure that your knee is over your heel. Now, if it feels okay to you, go ahead and stand tall. You know what I mean, stand tall. I know we're not standing, but through your spine as if you're standing. Holding here. There's still a lift through my center and a slight curl under of my tail. Bring your left hand down, reach up and back. Try to take that left foot. Stretching through the front of the leg, through the quad. And release the foot. Now, you're gonna send your tail back, chest open, chest out, tail out, we say. Think of tilting your tailbone up and back. Actively flex your right foot so you activate your right quad. Hold here for a moment. Now, you're gonna cross to the outside of that right leg and drive your left hip bone towards your right inner thigh. Breathe. Come back through center. Let's switch legs. Big step forward with that left leg. Knee over the heel or over the ankle, however you want to think of it. Maybe you lift up, slight curl under of your tail or tuck of your tail. Lift up through your center. Should feel a nice stretch through the hip flexor, the psoas. And then bring your right hand down. Reach up and back to take your right foot. Chest is open here. Let yourself twist so you get that nice rotation. Release the foot. Slowly shift your weight back. Flex your left foot. Long spine, chest out, tail out. Activate your left quad. Now let's take a twist past your left leg, driving your right hip bone towards your left inner thigh. Come back through center. And I just want you to take a seat. We're gonna take a nice neck stretch. I love this one. You're gonna flex through the hands. Sit tall. Again, keep the energy as if you're standing through your spine. Right ear towards right shoulder. Breathe, just hold it. Now, flip your palms so they're facing forward. Start to look with your eyeballs first, and then look to the top of your right shoulder. Still shooting energy out of your fingertips, still lifting through your spine. You should feel a stretch to the scalenes and to those muscles along the side of the neck. Keep a slight tuck to your chin there. Flex the palms again. Carefully right your right shoulder. Bring the head through center. Left to your left shoulder. Just breathe here. Keep the support of your powerhouse in this position. Flip the palms forward. Shoot energy out of those fingertips as you start looking with your eyes, and then look to the top of your left shoulder. Get as tall as you can through your center. Slight tuck to your chin. Make sure you're breathing deeply. Left your left shoulder, flex through the palms, and slowly come up. I hope you enjoyed our Pilates session, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on First Service Residential's Lifestyle at Home. You can find me at KristinMarieJohnson.com or on Instagram at KMJRed for more videos and to see if I might be teaching at a studio near you. See you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.